Hey guys, Emilio Espinosa with Espinosa and Associates, and you know what? I'm giving you these numbers a little bit late. Why? This market is just crazy. Yes, we've this month of February we've seen the polar vortex come back weather-wise, but this real estate market is as hot as ever. Some of the noteworthy information that we got this month, just to kind of like give you an idea where things are, where they're potentially are going to be heading, and probably shed some light to those buyers that are trying to get into this market. Interesting information is if you look at the detached sales that happened in the 416 for the month of January 2021, we see here that it was just about 522 sales. In the 905 for detaches, we saw 2,244 sales. What that's telling us, and sorry, before I get ahead of myself here, we see also an increase from the 416 versus the 905 in semis. So 162 sales in the 416, 344 in the 905. Townhouses were also outpaced by the 905 sector, where we saw 865 sales of townhouses versus only 259 in townhouses in the 416. What this is telling us is what we've been talking about, and what we're starting to see is that anything outside of, I guess, the hub, if you want to call it Toronto, is getting a lot of attention. We've been doing work and showing clients houses in Grimsby, Ancaster, Dundas, Guelph, obviously Oakville, Burlington, those areas we're already focusing on, but a lot of people are looking at these areas as their new address, as their place where they're going to be calling home for the next little while. So all these trends obviously are pushing prices upwards. We're seeing prices in these areas increasing year over year, anywhere between, the numbers that I see here are staggering. When you look at the year-to-year price increases for this area, for detaches alone in Burlington, up 23.20% year-to-year. Oakville, 19.4% year-to-year. And this is just for detaches. Brampton, 16.46%. Caledon, 23.91%. Like, it's astonishing. Attached property, same thing. You're either scratching the 20% mark or just over in these areas of year-to-year price increases. Same thing with townhouses. So anybody and everybody wants to get in. They want more space. We've been talking about this for a while. I probably sound like a broken record, and that's okay. And we see this trend continuing. There's still today, even this past long weekend, we saw where there's still 15, 20, 25 offers happening in places. And this at least in the short term, we see this continuing since there's very low inventory. There's a big pool of buyers. Unfortunately, some of these buyers are getting pushed out of the market. And because of that, we now see that the condo market is catching some well-deserved momentum. If we now focus on that kind of information, we're looking at sales in basically across the board, year over year, up 85.5%. Now, the pricing on the year to year is not as comforting as the sales are, but we knew that was going to happen. A lot of people want more space. A lot of people wanted to get out of the condo market and buy that extra space that they wanted. They wanted to get the backyard, and that's why we're seeing a very, very low, very moderate year-over-year increase in condo pricing. Especially in the 905, we're seeing at about a 4.8% year-to-year condo increase versus the 416, which is about a negative 8%. If we look at some of the places that we know that there's a lot of condo density, we can see that in Mississauga, the year over year, if we want to pick up some micro markets, the year over year apartment increase has only been 3.14%. In Brampton, we're looking at about 11.19% year over year. And looking at the Toronto, the CO1, CO2, CO3s, I mean, if we look at the CO1, we see a negative 5.63 year over year price change. In the CO2, we see a 1% year over year. And then in the CO3, we see about an 8.07%. Giving you these micro markets because, yes, today this is what we're getting is very low numbers, but we're anticipating that this is only going to change as more people are going to enter the market, are getting pushed out of the market, unfortunately, on some of the freehold housing, which is detached, semi-detached, and freehold townhouses. Even townhouses in general, even with condo suites. So a lot of these people are getting pushed out. They're going to be focusing and still getting in the condo. So we still anticipate and we're still forecasting that as the year progresses and over the next few months that we see that the condo market will be picking up a lot of momentum and those sales increasing even further and those prices getting in the blues instead of getting some of the red. If you're in a position where you have an investment property that you maybe want to get rid of, if you want to downsize, which is what we've had recently with a couple of our sellers, this is a great time for you to sell if you're a seller. The market is it's lava hot. I wish I had a torch. I wish I had something to demonstrate how hot it is. I just don't want to burn myself or get injured, but it's not hot, guys. It's crazy. If you're a buyer, you know what? Be patient. You're probably hearing this. You probably have had your heart broken. We've had clients that we've been helping that we've put in, 5, 8, 10 offers, and luckily, and over the last few days, these buyers that we put in multiple offers for have secured property, and they've gotten a property that they're really, really happy with. They didn't have to compromise. They just had to be patient and hang in there. So for you buyers trying to get into this market, I know it's tough. I know you're getting heartbroken. We know it's a roller coaster of emotions, but contact us. Please reach out to us, email us, call me. We'd love to chat with you via Zoom and just kind of navigate and explain to you what's really happening here, what's the driving force. Let's have a one-on-one chat. If maybe you cannot buy today, no problem. Let's make it happen for you. Home ownership is today and will forever be one of the best investments you can make for yourself and your family. Sellers, even in this market, and I know some of the people that are watching this and are hearing this, even in this market, as heated as it is, we are still seeing where money is still being left on the table. It's a lot of factors that go into place. Yes, a lot of the mindset is in this market everything sells. Yes, but not everything sells for what it should be selling, and there's a lot of money being left on the table. Please contact us. We would love to go over our marketing plan and what we can do for you, and to ensure that nothing is left on the table, that you're getting full benefit of this market. Renters, there's still a lot of choice for you, so keep at it. And for those investors, you know what, we're starting to see that kind of the rental market also not get any less than what it was. So everybody stay in there. It's the weather, snowing outside right now. It's going to start getting better and it'll only pick up. So this is my market update for the month of January 2021. And let's see what happens for the month of February. Guys, stay safe, stay warm.